Well guys, it's been a while since I've worked on this old girl, but tonight it is 9/29. This truck needs to be completely redone. Engine, transmission needs to come out tonight. We are gonna make the best effort we can at knocking that son of a beach out, okay? I'm gonna set you guys up on a time lapse and I'm gonna try my darndest to time lapse this whole son of a gun. I got my power pack to hook up, got a water, and I got a tall can Red Bullski. Let's get this thing cracking. The other truck is out and about. This thing needs to follow. Swamp cooler's been on all day, so we got premium coolness inside the shop now. So let's get this on, come on. I'm wearing shorts. What's going on, Boone? He somehow got a burst of energy like halfway through, which is weird. Normally he wants to crash this time of night. But, oh my gosh. I wanted to work on the engine some tonight, and then I wanted to pull the trans. I was just gonna get the trans knocked out, and lordy, I've pulled the last several transmissions I've pulled. They've all been not automatic. They've all been stick shift, all the man's missions. This is the first one since Tyler's truck, the one we did the 12-hour or the 5-speed swap. But after working on the engine a little bit, we're 2 hours in, trans is out, and mess is everywhere. I'm not really positive, but the last couple times that I pulled the transmission on one of these things and I split the transfer case, it didn't go like explode on me. The problem with these stock oil pans is there's no drain on them, and I don't have a big wide drain pan here that I could have caught everything, so you got to take all the bolts off pretty much, and you just get a big old freaking fountain of water or transmission oil coming down on you. And so I thought, what the heck, I'll just go ahead and pull this sucker. I was gonna pull it as a whole because the transfer case, there's a couple bolts that are kind of a pain to get to, but whatever. I'm kind of glad I took it apart. Makes life a lot easier. But half of them, the stud came out. It wasn't just the nut came off, so that was fun. But broke in the new jack today. God dang, look how freaking greased up it is. I thought for sure I had drained enough oil out of there. Maybe Grandma ran this thing a little extra full on the transmission lubricant. So really need to get some of those quick mop pads because this is just getting out of control right now. So tomorrow I'm gonna drop this thing down, and it's not too much more, and I'm gonna pull the engine. So I'll keep that all in one video. But for right now, I literally took an oil bath when I pulled the T-case off. Like, my shoulder is covered. So this shirt is now sacrificed. I'm gonna use it as a mop rag, but I will see you guys tomorrow. It is now day 2, somewhat in the afternoon now, and we're gonna start cracking away on Grandma's truck. But I wanted to show you guys something real quick. I got rid of my pyramid and we started building the wall. Okay, it's a fence, but you get what I'm saying right there. But one of the guys that's renting a room from us up there at the house, he came down and helped out, and we got that knocked out this morning before the heat really got us. But I still got a decent little bit more boards to go, so we'll have ourselves a decent little blinder. I've taken the side by up the road a couple of times to see how much it blocks, and for the first 17 feet, I think we got it right there in the money. So, oh, I'm just joyed to have that like that. Slowly but surely, nibble it a little bit at a time. But now, I don't know if we're gonna get the engine pulled today. If I don't have it pulled today, I'll get it pulled in another day, but in the same video. But transmission's out, and I got a big old mess down there. It was complete just get her done mode yesterday. So all I got really right now is yeah, pretty much I got all the big stuff out of the way. This piece right here that holds the fenders and everything together, that one's pretty important to take out because it gives you just enough room right here. Honestly, you could probably cut this thing out and make life even easier, but all I have really holding it up right now is some fuel lines, and that's about it. Air conditioner, there was actually, I just tapped it, there was nothing in that, so there's a leak somewhere. So another thing to add to the list, the air conditioner, it does not hold a charge. Let's just get this started. Another time lapse, let's rock and roll.
And for now, these places I've been to and more. So I'll stay here lost, I'm not enough. I'm still waiting, I know it's wasting time. Since you're running away, I've been calling for days for you. To think of a way not to call it a break or you. Waiting for a change, this goes out blue. Hope it's not too late to see this through.
we got to cut her short. I got to run up to Dad's because my 04 is up at Dad's. And the spreader mount thing to hook to both ends of the engine is up at Dad's in the back of that truck. With everything else that I had been bringing down here, that one item, for some reason, I didn't want to grab it out of there. So I know you could say I could just put a chain underneath there, but it's so annoying. And I built this little bar that works perfectly for this. I kind of designed it for the 12 valve or the Cummins, whatever, and it works out slick. So I got to run up there and get that. But as of right now, Makita Power Tools, oh yeah, I need the bigger impact too to pop these off. I can put my barring tool in there and pop these off with my breaker bar, but I just go up there and get the bigger impact, knock that off. But like I was saying, as of yet, it's spread out everywhere. We got main tray that I've been going out of. I got sockets at the yin yang all over the place. I really need to tidy it up. But everything except for a couple extensions, and that 9/16 wobble, and a 10 millimeter open end wrench. Everything has come out of that 450 piece kit to take this engine and transmission out. Everything in that kit. All you really need extra is your power tools. Those things are lifesavers, and a couple extensions. You can never go wrong with some extensions. Get yourself out away from it a little bit. But screw gun did actually bust the bolts or the nuts free on the engine mounts. So hooray to that. That was impressive. And pull the starter, and then we could pull the whole engine. But let's run up to Dad's and go grab the rest of the freaking tools that I should have dropped off here months ago. The truck's been here like 10 times since with that bar in the back, but whatever. Forgetful. Gotta feel the side by up. I feel like I've driven it more down here since we bought this place than I've ever driven it. Oh, Jesus. This thing's been to the desert. Done some camping with it. California. I want to race him, but it just dusts him out, so you gotta go easy until winter comes. Then we race. I race him on the blacktop. Come on, get in. Come on. Boom, get up here. Well, Taylor's doing some arts and crafts. She's gonna be making a wall out of
crates.
Crates. Is that the street name? Got some new age milk crates. Anyway. Alright, let's run up to Dad's. We got hers and his. Fortunes are sissy. It's all about this one right here. I'm just kidding. I like the Fortunes too, but I mean, second gen. Come on, get up here. Even the first gen. Ream on, driver. Ream on. Let's go. I know you guys want the startup. Yep, don't know how this happened. I tried getting all the trucks down at the house, but it's just working out better to have one left up here at Dad's. So, my boy, a little dirty. Look at that, right there, right in the back. I built this thing for when I did the 5-speed swap and engine swap on my 96. There's not much room in the backside, so a bolt through that engine mount thing is all you need. But oh, buddy. A couple more things, head back to the house. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let me get a drink before I care to explain every little thing that was wrong with coming out of there just now. And oh, I did break one sensor. It looks like it's been broken for quite some time, but first things first is the starter. It's got a little 12.10 millimeter normally. A while back I went and visited grandma and her truck was having trouble starting. Oh, by the way, Victory, hell yeah brother, we got her out, torque converter and everything on there. But her truck, it was like the starter wasn't engaging, so I go down there and tap on it, you know, like I did the bus. What the hell, you know, first line of defense of your starter ain't acting right, you hit it with something. So I go hit it and it was loose. So all I could get to in my truck, I just moved back from Wyoming and my toolbox was buried, and I had a little go bag, which I think it's still on the trailer. It's my dirt bike go bag, but I had a 10 millimeter box end wrench, and I could only get to one of them to tighten it, and it was missing the other one. And I said, you get this fixed tomorrow. And whoever they had to fix it put a bunch of like 17 millimeter big old freaking pieces of junks in there. Part of the adapter plate, where is it, broken. So if anybody's got one of those, hook a brother up. PO box is down below, or I can more than willing to pay for something if it's good quality. I think I know what sensor we broke. That wire right there, that was no, I don't know. Yeah, that was probably it. That was the temperature gauge sensor. So yeah, that's fun. That is definitely, look at that. The story thickens so much. If you don't know, my grandma gave me this truck because she had a new head gasket put in it. It overheated like a couple days later. This right here, for your transmission warmer upper, they forgot one of those clamps, so it's spewing coolant everywhere and steamed over, and she parked it. That makes sense why she didn't know it was overheating right there, because the freaking retards broke that. You can tell it's just completely dirty. So there's that I had to deal with. And normally trying to get this thing out of here, yeah, I would take the torque converter off, but it was so dirty even after I pressure washed everything. I didn't want to fuss with it. I was just gonna run it out, which it did, got lucky. And it makes the life a lot easier if you pull off this engine mount right here. But this one is so gummed up and this one was nice and clean. I was like, well, let's try this side. Let's see if I can get that done. So I took that side off and it just didn't want to wiggle over. I'm not really liking my new creeper or cherry picker wheels. And it's funny, just as I put those on there, scroll back here, these were here already. Look at these tough birds, but there's only 3 of them, so I need to find another one. I'm gonna put these things on there. Look at that, steel, tough as nails right there. There was something else that was fishy that didn't quite add up, and I've just been in complete savage mode. Pretty careless really with the tools. I've just been go, 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 and luckily there's multiple sets of each one of those tools in that box, and we're scattered everywhere. But I think I pulled the engine and trans by myself. I did 2 hours. I had the trans out, which is all right, I guess, for not having pulled one in a while. And then I think I might have 3 hours on the engine. I did have the front clip all taken apart, so that is maybe 6 hours total, and I pulled the engine and trans by myself. I think that's okay. But we got our work cut out for us. We're gonna delete the stuff that's already trying to delete itself. Stock exhaust. Look at, somebody even put that crap on there. The people that my grandma had work on her truck were just 2-bit shady and terrible. That might have been, I told her, by the way, I told grandma the reason why her truck overheated, and now to find out that the coolant or the temp sensor is disconnected and destroyed, she's going to be even more mad. But I couldn't tell on the phone like her facial expression, but she was pissed that was the cause for her. You know, she paid on this truck $100 a month for 5 years or something like that. You know, for it to come down to somebody doing a shady 2-bit mechanic job, and that's what destroys it. It's such a bummer, really. But we'll get this thing back going to its former glory. Oh, and I broke this off. They didn't, look at this, they didn't even have, I was kind of pushing my hand right here on it where the brace is supposed to be, and they didn't even have the nut or the bolt in there, and I just, yeah, so that's, add to the list, gentlemen, add to the list. Somebody was talking to me, it might have been Roland, get the double barrel Banks. I feel like Banks is awesome, but somebody uses Banks way too much, and I don't want to fall in his direct footsteps. So if anybody's got a different option for intake horn, something cool, because we need to get rid of the we don't have to smog 12 valve 97s here, so we got to get rid of that EGR crap. But there's the engine, boys. She is out. I've been rambling. I'm pretty freaking excited to have her out. I got to do some mods to that cherry picker. Lifted it up no problem, but I think divided the wheels can handle the weight, but I think I need to bump these front ones up at the very least. So it was getting a little weird on me. Next video on this truck, I will drag it out of the shop, clean up my holy crap mess. I don't know if you boys can tell how much I've completely mangled my floor, but everything was just so freaking dirty underneath there. I just wanted to get it done and get out of there. But we're gonna end this one here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I tried to time lapse that the best I could. I'm not gonna lie, I had freaking Spotify rocking and rolling. We were just cranking. So sorry that you guys didn't have too much normal me talking to you all the time like you care. But again, boys, that 450 piece toolkit, once we hit 25K, I'm gonna give away one of those bad Larrys. That freaking thing, everything except for the impact and extensions, has taken the engine and transmission out of this truck. Oh, and a 10 and an 8mm box end wrench. But that's all you need. Is I actually got a brand new one over here. There's the one I've been running out of, and I bought myself a second set right here. This is all it is, boys. That right there, and a couple extensions and a couple Makitas, and you can pull the engine and transmission on your Dodge 12 valve anyway. I don't know what else, but hit them buttons, boys. It's been a long-winded how you doing at the end here, so go back to that other video, comment on it, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. It's getting to be making all these videos is starting to be really worth it, and I appreciate everybody that tunes in and says what's up on a daily basis, or just viewing and hitting the thumbs up. So keep it going, guys, and I'm going to do my best to keep doing these videos. I hope this one panned out for everything I was hoping and all that good mess. But Grandma's truck is, I would say officially now, a bomb went off in it, and we're going to try and piece it back together with some paint, and we got to tear into that and see what's wrong with it. Milky oil, if you didn't know. But see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Later on, have a good day and weekend or whenever I post it. Later.